this weekend. Or I don't want to misrepresent you. You think you're going to give them a bit of a slap this weekend, Chelsea?
Yeah, man. I think we're doing comfy. I think they'll score. Yeah, they've although saying that, they've won their last 3 games in all comps, and they've scored 4 against Burnley, 2 against Fulham, 1 against Brighton in the cup. International break probably come at the wrong time for them. Now there's doubts about some of their players, whether they're going to play at the weekend. I still think Cole Palmer a start. Yeah, and he's done all right in the last couple of games. Sterling's played all right this season. But I just don't really see where they're going to score more than 1 goal past us. And I think we'll score at least 2. Yeah, and I think it'd be comfy. Like, if we go with Thomas Partey, Declan Rice and Odegaard, yeah, I think they've only conceded 1 goal less than Arsenal 1 goal more than Arsenal this season in the league, which I was quite shocked about, to be fair, because they ain't been good, have they? But I think the goals that they've scored 11 goals in the league, and 2 of them are coming their last 2. 6 of them are coming their last 2 games. So there's an issue with them scoring. Yes, they don't necessarily get battered, but they ain't played us yet. And I think the international break probably came at the wrong time for both teams, because we've just come off of the back of beating Man City, and then it's 2 weeks off. And it's like, you just want to play again, don't you? So I don't know. I think that we've got all of our players fit apart from Yuri and Timber. Yeah, I think that we're unbeaten. We've won their 3 years on the spin. I don't see them scoring twice. And I think we'll score at least 2. If I was to predict a score, I'd say 3-1. Yeah, and maybe even more, maybe 4-1. Like, we've seen this Chelsea team with their heads drop. Yeah, they're all looking around at each other now when it's all going wrong for them. So, and I think if they go with Conor Gallagher in midfield, oh my days. Yeah, cheers. Please play him.
I mean, there's talk about them giving him a new deal. I mean, a lot of Chelsea fans now are starting to praise Conor Gallagher and the improvements he's made so far this season. Are you someone that you can't see that? You think he's a bang average player?
Palace was about his level. If that. He had a good-ish season at Palace, but they've done £1 billion and he's in midfield with the captain's armband on. What's that all about? Like, I look at their squad. Now, I know they've got a lot of players out injured, but look at the squad and you're just like, who are these players? Yeah, and then they're playing Enzo further forward. Why? If you're going to play Conor Gallagher, you play him at a 10, and you put Enzo next to Caicedo. Yeah, he's doing it the other way round. It makes no sense. You don't know his best 11. Yeah, he's chopping and changing. I know injuries play a part in that, but 1 week Chilwell's at left wing, the next week he's on the bench, then he's at left back. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Yeah, and the last 3 results have got their fans a little bit more optimistic, which I understand, but we've beaten them 3 years on the spin at their ground. Yeah, and we're unbeaten so far. We've conceded less goals so far than this time last season. I think we're doing comfortably. Although, if they get a win, that could now elevate them. Yeah, because they haven't had a real big test yet, have they? I know they played Liverpool first day of the season, but Liverpool first day of the season, it could have gone either way. Yeah, with us, we're now 8 games in. This will be the 9th game. We've had a couple of Champions League games. You'd say the fitness levels with international games as well. The fitness levels will be there. We ain't got no injuries apart from Simba. It's all set up for Arsenal to do them comfortably, in my opinion.
Do you not feel there could be an element here of overconfidence that may creep into this because it's 3 wins on the bounce already? Chelsea haven't, in your words, haven't been tested yet. Do you think that you could be being a little overconfident here?
Well, I said we're better at Tottenham as well, didn't I? So that went well. Cheers, Jorginho. Cheers, mate. But no, I don't think so. I think that you've only got to have a look at their last 12 months. Like, they've been beaten by so many teams in the last 12 months. If we can't go there and beat them, then come on, seriously? Like, then the Chelsea fan in the chat putting Baku in, mate. Yeah, how long ago was that? It was 4 years ago, mate. 4 years ago. And the other lad as well who's put in, Conor Gallagher's really good. Tottenham wanted him. Well, that sums it all up then, doesn't it? Tottenham wanted him. Jesus Christ. It's mad. Yeah, Chelsea is in form in terms of 3 wins in a row. But they're not really that good, are they? Let's be honest. And if we want to have serious aspirations of winning a title, you've got to go Stamford Bridge and beat them. You don't go there and beat them, you ain't winning nothing. Let's be real, because they're not good.
I agree with that take. I think Chelsea have started to improve. I think they're moving the ball around nicely. They've been hard to break down. not putting the ball in the back of the net has cost them a few times this season, but I do see the green shoots of progress within them. However, this is going to be, in my opinion, their hardest game of the season. You guys are on the back of just beating City for the first time. Barring anything catastrophic in the next few days, you should go into this game with your strongest midfield of Partey, Rice, and Odegaard, and your strongest attack of Martinelli, Saka, and Gabriel Jesus for the first time this season. And I think you're right. With where Chelsea are in their progression and where Arsenal have been for the past 18 months and what you are, many Arsenal fans believe you're moving towards, this is one of those games where, although it's tough, although it's Stamford Bridge, you should go and win. And that's, again, it's another one of those kind of gateway moments and challenges for Arsenal. Can they go and win now there when they're expected to? I feel like in the last 3 years, maybe, I don't know when you played them at Stamford Bridge last season, but I remember when you beat them 2-0 when Eddie Nketiah got the brace. I remember when you went into that game, and I remember the game that was on Boxing Day, I think the previous season, the consensus was you were going to lose those games. Does that make sense? And you won them. So this is a really intriguing battle where I think a lot of people outside of Chelsea, a lot of Chelsea fans are confident and they've got every right to back their club. A lot of people are saying that Arsenal are now the favourites at Stamford Bridge, which, in my opinion, for 15 or so years was never the case. It became a very hard place for you guys to go. It used to be a place you won at a lot, and then it changed. So, yeah, I'm really intrigued by this match because I think Arsenal should win. But this Chelsea team does move the ball well. They have been hard to break down. It's a big test for both. I'm really excited about it as a neutral and as a spectacle. I'm very, very excited about this game. It's going to be intriguing to watch. It really, really is. Really is.
Yeah, mate, I agree. I agree. It's going to be interesting. It's a 5:30 kickoff as well. And there's always dodgy results after an international spell. So I don't know. I just think there's no way they beat us. Like it's all well and good saying that like we couldn't win there for 15 years or whatever it was. Yeah, this ain't the same Chelsea.
True.
Yeah, that Chelsea is long gone, mate. Todd Bowley's Chelsea now. Yeah, and it's been a mess ever since he's got there. Yeah, and I can see a way where maybe they score, maybe they don't, but they ain't scoring twice. They ain't scoring twice against us. And if we go out there with high energy, high tempo, yeah, with Saliba, Gabriel at the back, and Partey, Rice in midfield, I just think it's going to be light work, mate. Like I do.
Light work. Super Chat here says Lens can do it, but not Chelsea. Was Brighton not a test?
I don't get the point.
Well, he's saying you guys lost away at Lens, who are not as good as Chelsea in his opinion, and they beat Brighton recently, who are a good team at home. So why can't Chelsea beat you if Lens beat you? Well,
they can, but it ain't happening.